Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another first Descendant video. So good news and bad news, I kind of got sick after my return, but the good news is I can sit and play all day. I got a comment on my Haley build video from someone asking for a Gley build. Now I had made a Gley video just last week, so I gave him the link to that video and I have used that build and it is fine for the Supermassive Receptor. However, that build was designed for the axial planes. I had used one or two things that were specific, like things like toxic antibody against the Order of Truth and stuff like that. So I wanted to make one or two adjustments so that you can comfortably clear the Supermassive Receptor Dungeon with Gley. Now, the reason why Gley is so important is because if you have built a restored Relic and you have Ultimate Gley fully built, she is like a default Descendant. Every time there is like a new bit of content, a new mission or something, you can take your restored relic, take your Gley, and you can just go and farm that dungeon. And most of the time, she does a very good job of clearing it, usually among the fastest as well. And once you figure out who is ideal, you can, then take the particular Descendant. So I've already made a video for Haley. A lot of people new to the game may not have Haley, so I thought I'll show you the Gley build. And if you remember, a few months ago, I made a tank Ines build. This you can call the tank Gley build. So a lot of HP, a lot of defense, so that you can comfortably face tank a lot of the enemies, because there are a lot of enemies. And you can just use your restored relic and just destroy the enemies. Now, the boss pattern Flores is weak to chill. So for the boss, we have the good old Deus Ex Manus. Again, same build as the one from the Haley video. So let's get into the build very quickly because again I just made a video last week. The only change I've made here is I was using toxic antibody for the Order of Truth in the axial planes. We don't need that. We are using increased defense, and I've also dropped the short focus because I'm not using the last dagger. So we are using shield conversion to get more defense. So 166% here, 160% here. Okay, the rest of it, we want HP, so Stim Accelerant, because Gley doesn't have MP, we can use Stim Accelerant so that minus 15% doesn't bother us. We use the increased HP. We use two focus mods, focus on non-attribute and focus on singular. These can be any two type. They don't even need to be enhanced. Just put any two focus mods because we just want the cooldown, the minus 6.1%. I have the correct ones because again, I have put a lot of catalyst and I have enhanced mods, so it doesn't matter. Two more cooldown mods, Nimble Fingers and Peak Conversion. Duration increase with skill extension and maximize duration for more duration. The whole point of the Gley build is this third ability, we want it to be maximum. Now, you can see here I have a 7.3 second cooldown and a 9.7 second duration. You can increase the duration a little bit by swapping out the HP with the Battle of Stamina. You lose a little bit of HP with this thing, and so you will end up with 25,000 HP. You can try this, but you only gain about 0.4 seconds. So you go to 10.1. So personally, I prefer having that extra 5,000 HP. So we will take the Stim Accelerant, and what we get is 30,365 HP. Notice the defense. So we have two defense mods. And on these cores, what you want is in the two cores, max HP defense, max HP defense, max HP defense, max HP defense. You want two pieces of the Firebrand, the auxiliary power and the sensor, and you want two pieces of the Shell Crusher, the memory and the processor. The two stats on the components don't really matter. Gley doesn't use MP, Gley doesn't use shields. Other than that, you can put whatever you want. So you can put HP and fire resistance here. You can put chill resistance and HP recovery modifier. You can put defense, and because she doesn't use MP recovery, you can use electric resistance. You can use gold drop rate increase. Any of those things. I did not have a matching one, so I'm just using a standard one here. Most important thing is the HP and defense in the cores, and over here anything you want. The element resistance we have, that is very insignificant, doesn't matter. The two cores are what you need. The reactor, again, I have a matching one, non-attribute and singular. You don't need that. You just need a reactor with cooldown and duration. So As long as the two stats, the cooldown and duration, are fully enhanced, you are good to go. Arcade tuning looks like this. So we go left, we take this side here. We don't really need the reload or the accuracy. So we're going here, taking some of the firearm or the explosive attack nodes. We are taking the Colossus. We don't need it, but we have to because we have to go this side. We want to take all the multi-hit because the restored relic I have is built around multi-hit. So we take all the multi-hit, the gold one. Then we go up, we take the enhanced affinity, advantage affinity, the gold enhanced weapon, and the purple one here. We don't need the crit rate or the crit damage because, again, we are using a relic with multi-hit built into it. So that is the arcade tuning. Now, inversion reinforcement, I haven't fully unlocked it yet. I'm at 18. But the thing we want is we want this here because we are going to use the Manus against the Flores boss. You can also use multi-hit so that your restored relic will do multi-hit and it's inactivate. You can also take a bit of HP. So if your HP goes down, you will get an increase to your HP, so giving you more survivability. We don't really need survivability because we have 160,000 defense. Now, the way the defense works, a quick recap for those of you new to the game, up to around 32,000 is considered optimal. Beyond that, you have to invest a lot to get any good return. So basically, it reduces your incoming damage. And so at 32,000, you are good. Now, if you want a little more, 32 to 35 won't make much of a difference. You'll have to go to like 50 or 60,000 to see a noticeable improvement. And then again, you have to go to 80, 90, 100,000. So I went as far as I could go, 161,960. So 162,000. This will give you the ability to face tank a lot of damage, especially if at the start you have the Razor Claw and all the other enemies. So you can just stand there and spam your restored relic. So again, we use the 2 pieces of the Shell Crusher to get 5% fire rate increase. We are going to put 3 fire rate cores all at 20%. Remember, everything has to be 20%. The fire rate cores, we have 3 of them. Even if one of them drops to 19%, you lose quite a bit of fire rate. Okay, and inside we also have the fire rate here. So combined, we get 90% fire rate, which results in us at 600 fire rate. Okay, the rest of the build for the relic, again, for a quick recap. So 3 fire rate cores at 20% each, 2 element cores, the fire ones. And then we have in the options, we have fire, explosive attack, multi-hit chance, multi-hit damage. Now, the restored relic by default comes with fire. You can also make one for chill, but it isn't as effective as this one, simply because the fire is the base element. So if you put chill cores, you lose that fire. Plus, we don't have the enhanced focus rounds on the inversion reinforcement this time. So just stick with the fire. So inside, we have rifling reinforcement, action reaction, charge amplification. These gives you the explosive attack. Again, we are not building around critical hit, so we are building around multi-hit. So multi-piercing sights for the multi-hit damage, multi-percussion for the multi-hit chance. We have the fire rate, ammo optimization to increase the explosion radius along with some rounds per magazine. Increase radius, again to increase the radius some more. Fire enhancement, fire priority. That is it. Simple build. Again, it's the same build we have been using for a very long time, pretty much since the Void Erosion Purge first came out. So I've covered everything here. Inversion, dagger. Yeah, Manus. Now Manus, I just literally made a build for Haley, so I'll just quickly show you here. So melee weapon attack, chill attack, 3 crit damage. Then again, melee weapon attack, crit rate, crit damage, chill. Over here, in hardened reinforcement, 1 point breakthrough, better insight, better concentration, sword dance, lethal swing, increased range, chill priority, chill enhancement, faster attack speed. So for Flores, you swing, swing, swing 4 times, and then right click, swing, 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 right click. That is it. And yeah, so if you are trying to farm the dungeon, you probably are, because you need those writhing organic materials. You can use Gley, again, if you don't have Haley. And I'll try and explore some of the other Descendants. Sharen is surprisingly good. I've actually got a nice Ancestor module for Sharen, and I'm actually doing a good job with Sharen because she can go invisible and she can do an amazing job in the Supermassive Dungeon. So let me know if you are interested in a Sharen build. Again, it's very similar to the old build. But yeah, I'll leave you with the footage of the Supermassive Dungeon. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Reloading.